Last night in the NBA was nothing short of insane. We witnessed the tragic downfall of the Golden State Warriors, a jaw-dropping move by the Brooklyn Nets, and a bunch of other moments that had us questioning reality. But first, let's give a massive shout-out to the rookie sensation, Gigi Jackson. No questions here, just pure congratulations, young fella. You played one heck of a game, and if people didn't know you before, they sure know you now. I'm so proud of you, man.
Gigi Shaq here. I don't have any questions. I just want to say congratulations, young fella. You played a hell of a game, and if people didn't know who you were, they know who you are now. I'm so proud of you.
Now, let's talk about that priceless reaction from Gigi Jackson when he got the spotlight on TNT. The rookie was genuinely surprised and happy to be talking to the crew. I mean, who wouldn't be? This 45th pick in the draft went off, dropping a career-high 23 points off the bench, destroying the Warriors with his three-point shooting. Cantered kicks Jackson got, and my goodness, he is unafraid. It's moments like these that make you appreciate the raw talent and passion these rookies bring to the game. But hold up, rewind a bit. How did the Golden State Warriors manage to lose to a lineup that sounds like the medical staff of a hospital? Jaren Jackson Jr., Vince Williams, Xavier Tillman, Zaire Williams, and Luke Kennard. Seriously? Memphis is practically running an entire hospital with the number of injured players they have, yet they still embarrassed the sinking ship of the Warriors. Losing to this makeshift lineup might just be the final nail in the coffin for Golden State. This defeat screams trouble for the Warriors. Draymond Green or no Draymond Green, losing to a team fielding a starting lineup that sounds like a roll call at the ER is not a good look. I believe it's safe to say that the writing's on the wall for Golden State. A big trade is looming, and it's not just a rumor. It's a necessity. The Warriors need a shakeup, a reset button, a lifeline, whatever you want to call it. This defeat might be the catalyst for some major changes in the Bay Area. Now, let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets and the head-scratching move they pulled off. We thought we'd seen it all, but last night, the Nets possibly made the dumbest move of the season. It's like they took a page out of a playbook titled How to Confuse Your Fans. I won't spoil the surprise. You'll want to stick around for that. But wait, there's more. Last night was a roller coaster of crazy moments that left us with our jaws on the floor. From unbelievable dunks to questionable calls, the NBA never fails to keep us on the edge of our seats. So, buckle up, because this recap is just getting started. The Nets and the Heat locked in an intense overtime thriller. Less than a minute to go, home team up by 4 points. Game in the bag, right? Not so fast. Enter Tyler Hero, the man of the hour, sinking a three and bringing Miami back to life. Hero does it again with a second tray in overtime, and suddenly Brooklyn is struggling to find the basket. With under 50 seconds on the clock, Miami has a chance to steal the lead. Enter Jimmy Butler, going head-to-head with Dennis Smith. Now, here's where things get interesting. Smith fouls Butler, and on the replay, it's crystal clear. A clean swipe. Jack Vaughn, the man with the master plan, could have challenged it, but nope. He decides to keep that challenge card up his sleeve for the final possession. Fair move, right? Hold that thought. Butler sinks both free throws, and instead of calling a timeout, Vaughan lets the guys play it out. What happens next? A chaotic, planless final possession that leaves us scratching our heads. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're gonna let them play it out, why not use that challenge? It's like saving the last slice of pizza for later and forgetting about it. Unbelievable. And now, on to something truly out of this world. Joel Embiid. The man is on a scoring spree that defies the laws of basketball physics. Picture this, 41 points in a win against the Rockets. Now let me hit you with some mind-blowing stats. 976 total points in 953 minutes on the court. Yeah, you heard it right. Embiid is averaging more points than minutes this season, and that's just straight up bonkers. We're talking about numbers that send statisticians into a frenzy. This is not your average NBA season. This is Embiid rewriting the scoring rulebook. It's like he's playing 4D chess while the rest of the league is stuck in a game of checkers. We've never seen anything like this in the modern NBA, and the fact that we have to phrase it that way speaks volumes. Detroit, the underdog of underdogs, actually won another game. I know, right? Detroit Pistons, stand up. All credit to Jalen Durham for dropping a monstrous 20 points and 19 rebounds, shooting a perfect 8 for 8 from the field. Talk about incredible numbers. But let's keep it real. This victory doesn't change the fact that Detroit still holds the worst record in NBA history, percentage-wise. If they want to shake off that infamous title, they better start heating up and snagging more wins in the second half of the season. Now, Dallas. They decided to turn up the heat at the perfect moment. Down by 7 in the fourth, the Mavs orchestrated a jaw-dropping 21-9 run, led by none other than Tim Hardaway Jr. Are you kidding me, Timmy? The man was on fire, and Dallas snagged the lead, turning the game completely around. An interesting strategy unfolded in the final seconds as Dallas intentionally fouled Zion, disrupting his free throw flow. It worked like a charm, with Zion missing one and Kyrie converting both on the other end, giving Dallas a 3-point lead. Funny enough, Dallas didn't foul on the Pelicans' final possession, resulting in a missed three-pointer. Kyrie and Tim Hardaway Jr. both dropped 40 points in this epic win for the Mavs, with a special shout-out to Junior for the stellar season coming off the bench. Now, let's talk about San Antonio almost pulling off the unthinkable against Atlanta. The Hawks were up by a whopping 35 points at home, cruising comfortably, or so they thought. Enter Victor Wembanyama, who went from scoreless in the first half to a second-half scoring spree of 26 points, making the Spurs stage a comeback. K. Johnson's insane dunk made everyone in the arena go nuts, but it wasn't enough to complete the comeback. Still, props to the Spurs for showing fight and heart. Meanwhile, the Utah Jazz are out here destroying everything in their path. A blistering 12-2 run, 6 wins in a row. They're the hottest team in the NBA right now. They even climbed up to the play-in zone, leaving the Lakers and Golden State in their rearview mirror. And guess what? Phoenix is just half a game ahead. The Jazz, with their relentless play, are making a statement in the league, and they've got the bigs throwing down nasty dunks, making it rain from beyond the arc. So, the Warriors, they're in this phase of rebuilding, right? A bit like giving a facelift to a classic car. But here's the kicker. They're standing at the crossroads, trying to figure out if they'll go all in and trade heavyweights like Marinin and Clarkson. I mean, these guys are like the popular kids in high school. Everyone wants them on their team. Contenders across the league are eyeing them like a kid eyeing candy in a candy store. Now, speaking of contenders, let's rewind to last night when the Thunder rolled into LA. The game was nothing short of intense. We had plays that could make your grandma jump out of her seat. Williams with the first in, Christian Wood at the other end, LeBron playing the mind game with that no-look, and then the Thunder winning the traffic game. It's like they had a GPS navigating through the chaos, getting what they wanted despite the Lakers clinching a much-needed win. The Lakers, despite the victory, are far from being the big, bad wolves of the playoffs. And we all know it. They're like that kid at the park who talks a big game but hasn't quite mastered the art of the swing yet. LeBron, the king himself, isn't about to waste his twilight years stuck in the play-in. He's got his eyes set on championships, not consolation prizes. So, as much as last night's game brought the thrills, it also served as a stark reminder of the craziness that went down a few days ago. The NBA is like a soap opera. Just when you think the drama's done, they throw in a plot twist. And for the Warriors, this might just be the beginning of a roller coaster ride. The trade deadline is looming, and the Warriors are at a crossroads. Do they stick to the rebuilding plan, or do they roll the dice and go all in for some heavy hitters? It's a tough decision, like choosing between pizza and tacos. Both are great, but you can't have them at the same time. Enjoyed this content? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more.